Today, Henry and I are here to look at a unique space in St. Paul. One thing I love about the city is its deep layers of history and the multiple things that connect one neighborhood to another. Specifically, we're here on the Bruce Vento Regional Trail. Right to the south is the Bruce Vento Nature Sanctuary, and to the north is the Swede Hollow Park. Specifically, we're here to look at an often overlooked bridge that was actually once considered the most important piece of masonry in St. Paul. This bridge was conceived and built in 1883 as part of the 7th Street Road Improvement Project. This project sought to connect downtown to Dayton's Bluff, and it carried the road, 7th Street, over what used to be here, which was the St. Paul and Duluth Railroad. These two arches are not only on the National Historic Register, they're actually on the National Historic Registry of Civil Engineering Projects, and that was dedicated in the year 2000. The reason for this is the mathematically complex stonework that holds these two arches above the trail. It's called a heliocloidal shape and is really quite rare. In fact, this is the only one in Minnesota, and there's only a handful left in the whole United States. Another reason that makes this place and space so unique is its multiple levels of transportation and connection from one part of the city to another. On top of the bridge, of course, we have 7th Street, a major artery of both historical and present-day St. Paul. Right now I'm standing on what once was a railroad, but is now a regional trail home to bikers and pedestrians. But even beneath this trail lies Phalen Creek, a mostly buried creek that runs from Lake Phalen all the way to the Mississippi River. In fact, you can only see bits of this creek in Swede Hollow Park to my right. Much like the layered stone behind me, I'm fascinated with the deep histories of this site. The bridge itself obviously speaks to the expansion of St. Paul in the early 1900s. There's the history of Swede Hollow Park, which housed a predominantly immigrant population all the way to the 1950s until they were forcibly removed due to public health concerns. To the south, we have the Dakota sacred site of Wakan Teepee, which was sadly lost when the cave was dynamited for the railroad expansion. I hope you enjoyed our quick little tour of the 7th Street Improvement Arches. Ever since Henry and I tripped across this space about over 10 years ago when we used to live in Lower Town, it's always been one of our favorites. From the mathematically complex stonework that seems to just pull you down the tunnels, to the complex and layered transportation of cars, railroads, streams, and bikes, to the hidden histories that surround this location, we hope you come and stop by to see it for yourself. Join us next time as Henry and I continue to tour the unique places and spaces in St. Paul in the open.